Yo, what up everybody? This is Anthony from Granddaddy Herbs. I know it's been a while, I apologize. Just been a lot of changes, been busy. But yeah, no excuses. So basically this video is about the ball pythons. It's been a while since I've showed you the entire collection. So I figured I'd give you guys a little update. Alright guys, so to start this off, I'm showing my one of my most anticipated projects that I've ever worked with. And soon to be working more with. Nothing too crazy, but this is my pair of 100% het clowns that I'm gonna try to prove out. This one right here, this bigger one, this is my female. She's right at about 1,000 grams now. Doing really good. Just about every single one of my ball pythons kind of hit a little wall where they were kind of eating, not eating. If they were eating, they were only going for something really small, like a mouse or two a week. But yeah, I got these guys off of someone on Craigslist that basically look like, from my opinion, I trust him. It looked like he really had it down and knew what he was doing, what he was working with. The reason why he had to sell him is he was getting married and his wife basically gave him an ultimatum saying, you know, the snake's gotta go or your guns gotta go, either or. And he's like, well, I'm not getting rid of my guns. So he sold me these. So 1,000 grams, he's right at about 800 grams. So, you know, he's definitely ready to go, and she will go. I'm hoping, you know, she'll either get a late start on, there goes my daughter going crazy. She'll either get a late start or an early start next year. So we'll see. Alright guys, so up next I'm showing my Gravid Female line female Pastel that my daughter's messing with right now. She just got agitated, so I don't like little kids. But anyway, this is my very, very pretty Gravid Female line female Pastel. She is really clean compared to my other Pastel. Then again, my other Pastel is a lot bigger. But I don't know. You know, you can see quality when you see it. She's got these really nice polka dot patterns on her side. This girl's getting big. She's right at about 600 grams now. I got her a couple months ago and she was about half of that. She's really squirmish. I just gave them all baths a little while ago. Wish I could show you more of the head, but she's really bright, and I'm hoping, and the reason why I kept her, I would have sold her, but I want to experiment and see if I can get these crazy side patterns to carry on. And she has them on her face too, but I can't really show you guys too much of her because she's really squirmish right now, so I gotta get her away. But I'm hoping she passes that on. You know, maybe I can work. I have a Calico female, maybe eventually I'll have a Calico male combo, and maybe I can, you know, bring that out through the Calico a little bit stronger. But we'll see. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, next guys, I have my Enchi male. Yeah, I got my daughter recording, guys. Please criticize lightly on that. But yeah, here's my Enchi male. As you can see, if any of you guys have been watching me, he had scars when I got him, and I got him that way. Like, they look like fresh scars. Look like the guy who had him before me had left him in with the feeder. But he is healing amazing. Like, I can't even feel the scars. I can see them, they're pretty light, but I can't feel them. But I think he's going into a shed because he's not normally this dark. He's usually really bright, and that's why I was able to look really past it, is because I knew in a breeding sense, like, even though he had all those scars, I knew his breeding potential. Just those really, really nice oranges. My plans is definitely to get him into the Firefly, and I want to go get the Firefly, and hopefully I can give you guys the camera shot that I'm looking for. But let me try to ball him up so I can kind of show you what I'm going to be talking about. So the Enchi on the side of his head, see if I can try to get this tripod. On the side of his head, right above his eye, there's these three lines, or right below the eye, there's like these two little black lines that you can see right there. And if you look at the snake directly from the side, which you can't tell on the camera, but it's like very, very unique, and him and the Firefly have it, and I hope that breeding them together will influence those little traits around the eyes a lot more. So I'm gonna try to selective breed for basically the head patterns, and the Firefly, like his head patterns right here on the side, like these lines, like hers curve around more, and I'm hoping that them together will kind of almost connect them, because I think Enchi combos where the lines on the side of their heads connect around the top of the head looks really, really cool. And you know, hopefully all the genes combined between them two will make some really bright, colorful snakes. But yeah, let's get on to the next one, guys. Alright guys, so here's my my famous Firefly. You know, still beasting it up. She's right at about 650 grams. So I'm feeling very confident that by this time next year that I can finally start plugging some males to her. At the rate that she's going eating wise, I am not doubting that at all whatsoever. Look at that head. And just like I was talking about with that Enchi male, if you can kind of see above her eye, the black line breaks and it turns silver and it goes down below the eye into black. I'm hoping that bringing the Enchi to her, that their heads will combine and do some crazy stuff, like head pattern wise. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, doing very, very good. And by the way, the Enchi, he was right at about 325 grams. He's a little mouser. Yeah, man. You know, I show this one a lot, but there's a reason for it. I mean, look at the beauty of this snake, man. Just this gorgeous, gorgeous Firefly. And this is one of those morphs where you hear them say it, but you don't actually believe it until you see it, where they get better with age and brighter. Love this female. She had a little bit of a bad shed, just tiny little bit right there on her head, which all my snakes experience bad shed, and they do it every year around this time. I don't know about you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Your snake's going through a bad shed? Dang, she's getting big. But yeah, guys, let's get on to the next. Alright guys, here is my female Calico. She's in deep blue right now. As you can kind of see the gray reflection. Ooh, she's ready for action. But she is looking so much better with age as well. I mean, even with the deep blue, those whites finally came out. She is a low white Calico, which is completely fine with me. This gene, even people look for the white sides, and that's where they kind of judge a Calico. But I think a Calico's best thing is basically they enhance like the color on top of like the animals. Like if you look at like spider calicos, like the calidars and stuff, you'll see it brings out the oranges and the spiders. And these guys have really, really intense flaming, and that's kind of what I like about them too. My plans with this one, of course, is to add Bumblebee to it, and you know, Lesser goes nice with it, and definitely Pastel goes nice with it. So we'll see. I kind of was trying to look into Mystic Calicos, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that combination. I guess if you're going dark, that would be a cool little twist to it. But I'm not too crazy for dark morphs. I like them, I admire them, but I'm more of a bright snake kind of guy. But yeah, guys, next one. Alright, guys, forgot to mention on the Calico, she is also at about 660 grams. On average, she's about 15 grams bigger than the Firefly. But they're pretty neck and neck, so hopefully by this time next year, you know, I can have as many as 6 females ready to go, maybe even 7, maybe even 8, just depending on how I can size them up. But all my females are just about gonna be ready to go next year. But let's show the lesser male. Sorry, I kind of had to stop my daughter from doing something, so I kind of kept it on there longer than I should have. But yeah, here's my male Lester, right at about 1,000 grams. This guy is just amazing. He's always been amazing. Alright guys, here's my Mystic male. He's in the mid 800 grams, give or take, depending on if he's eating or not. So he's on average about a little over 100 or 800 grams. But he's doing really good. He's finally doing really good. because he was doing amazing for me since I first got him, and then he just hit, you know, like a depression, to put it lightly. Basically stopped eating, got extremely skinny to where I was actually starting to worry. Got really skinny. He looked sick. He didn't look like he didn't want to do anything. But then finally, you know, I just started babying him a little bit more. You know, I just gave him that special treatment and got him back on track, if not even better than he ever was. But it's doing really, really good. Amazing. Hopefully, my female butter, she's right at 1,300 grams. Hopefully in about a month or two, probably a month, because I'm going to get impatient, I'm going to start introducing him to the butter to go for some all-white snakes with blue eyes. Yeah, on to the next one. Alright guys, here's the legend of Granddaddy Herbst right here. He is my Bumblebee Male, the one that started the whole morph craze for me. Saw him at Triple L Reptile. Just so happened to have the money to be able to buy him, luckily. And as soon as I saw him, I had to get him, and I did leave with him. And then that's kind of what got me started on the whole morph thing. He is right at about 1,300 grams. He bred multiple times, or multiple locks, with my big female normal that didn't go for me last season. So she skipped the season, laid 9 eggs for me the season before that she did go from him. So hopefully, now that she's 1,000 grams bigger than she was, hopefully I can get another 9 egg clutch, if not more. You know, I got a lot of people over the last 2 years that have been asking me about having, you know, if I get babies from him, to let him know, because he's a extremely high yellow bumblebee. He's going on 3.5, almost 4 years, and he's still holding this color. Really, really good. But yeah, guys, on to the next. Alright guys, here's female Pastel that I've had for a while. She's the one I had lost at one point and found her a month later. She's now right at about 1,000 grams as well. Can't wait to breed this girl. Her nickname is Scream, because she has a unique marker on the back of her neck. Let's see if I can show you guys right there. So her name is Scream. She's a nice looking Pastel. Nothing too spectacular, but she's extremely blushed out all over the place. And you know, I look forward to producing some supers out of her, because I think those blushings look really good inside supers. But besides that, you know, she's just your average Pastel. Hopefully I can get a, you know, just like the Het Clown female, get a late start or an early start to next season. So yeah guys, 1,000 gram female Pastel, Scream. And here is my Nightmare female pinstripe. What I mean by nightmare is not a morph. Nightmare, I mean she is a nightmare when it comes to eating. She has the worst feeding response I've ever had in a snake. She'll eat like once every 2 weeks. Sometimes she's consistent, once a week. Sometimes she'll go a month without eating. So she just is really, really hard to put weight on, maintain weight when she does put it on. Finally, she's at about 900 grams. Took a lot of work, but still, she's 900 grams and not that thick. Like, doesn't feel like she has too much meat for 900 grams. But, you know, I have huge plans for her if, you know, if she can just, you know, be, you know, cooperative, but it's all good. You know, when it happens, it'll happen, and I know I'll be doing some good stuff with her in the future. Because, I mean, look at these patterns. You know? Look at those things. Amazing. Really, really, really nice pinstripe. But yeah, guys, let's get to the next one. Alright, guys, here's my 1,300 gram female butter, who I had purchased her from a source online. She was at 1,300 grams like about 6 months ago. You know, I had her. She's not one single time when I picked her up for about 5 months or so. And finally, I'd say probably about, you know, I've actually had her for a little bit longer, probably closer to like 8 months. Probably about the last 2 months she's been eating consistently. She dropped down to the low 1,000 gram range, and now I got her back up to 1,300 grams. And you know, if I can get one more month of just good solid feeding, I'll put her to the Mystic. And as a backup, I may put her to the Bumblebee, or I may put her to the lesser, because I'm really trying hard to go for an all white snake. But I do not want to put the lesser in at all if I'm going to be putting the Mystic in, because not that I wouldn't be able to tell who the father is, because babies would come out lesser. But what if there is that chance where I get no lessers or no Mystics, and I get nothing but normals and all white snakes? So I just don't want to risk that, and you know, possibly sell somebody something, you know, wrong, inaccurate. So I'm thinking just Mystic and Bumblebee would be the only thing I would put to her. But yeah, she's really nice. She's really thick. Good chunky 1300 gram. She definitely has the length and the mass to be able to breed if I can get like another 200 grams on her. You know, people breed at 1300 grams. I don't blame them. You know, I'd see it as an opportunity to get the first breeding season out of the way. You know, get her body experienced in producing eggs and things like that. But you know, I think I would have a better opportunity to get a nice clutch out of a first time breeding if I just wait until she's 1500 grams. But yeah, guys, I got 2 more snakes left to show you. Alright, so first, I cannot wait to show you guys this girl. This is my Gravid Female Normal. What's nice about her is when I first bred her 2 seasons ago, she laid 9 eggs when she was only like 1600 grams. 9 good solid eggs. They were infertile. All but 2 were infertile, and then those 2 went bad in the incubator. But they were nice solid eggs. They just were infertile, and a lot of it could have been because of my Bumblebee Male. Was pretty young at the time, and he was only about 600 grams. So that could be what it was. But you know, now that she was almost 3,000 grams when I first started breeding them, hopefully I can get 9 more eggs plus. But she is glowing. She's got that glow. She should be, you know, dropping that clutch any day now. She did shed. It feels like it's been about 30 days, but I messed up and forgot to write it down. But you know, every day I'm just checking just to make sure. I've got the incubator ready to go. I got everything I need to just make sure it goes right. But definitely know she's Gravid, and I confirmed that because she hasn't eaten in 2 months, and look how chunky she is. And you can see the lumps in the sides of her. You can just see those lumps. She's ready to push those bad boys out. So let me show you guys. Last but not least, here's my 3,300 gram female normal. She's huge. But I'm not going to introduce any males in for probably another month. I'm hoping she gives me that Grand Slam clutch. That 15 egg clutch. She did lay for me this season. Laid all bad eggs. And only 6 of them, I believe it was. Disgusting. But, you know, I've nurtured her a lot better this year. You know, so hopefully things get better. She's nice and thick, but man, let me tell you, she is a big ass snake. Even though she was only 400 grams bigger than my other one, she just destroys her in mass. And like head size, tail size, just big. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I know this is a long video, but I hope you guys saw some cool combos and stuff that I can work with. And you know, I do plan on making some new videos. I know I always say that, but you know, just give me some time, and you know, I'll give you guys a little surprises here and there. But thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being a valued subscriber. Take care. Peace.